Ladies, if you ask a guy a question and he answers it like Thomas does, get out. Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Joshua Davis. Welcome back to the Bachelor Bro Review. Please be sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. We have other content coming out on the channel as well, not just Bachelor Review stuff. But if you like the Bachelor Review stuff, keep coming back because we're gonna keep doing this thing. Katie Thurston, Bachelorette. We're gonna skip the trailer this time. Let's just jump right into it. Here we go. Hyatt Regency Tamaya Resort and Spa.
Not 100% sure that 100% of the people here are here for the right reasons.
Of course, no one knows.
Okay, so the episode picks right back up in the middle of the Carl drama. Everybody can admit Carl's a giant D-bag. He's fake, he's manipulative.
Stop being like this, bro. Be logical. You're a grown-ass man, bro. God.
One of my favorite things about the way that the episode gets going is that everybody kind of gets on him.
No, you don't need to be talking to her.
What do you mean I don't need to talk to her?
You've caused enough problems tonight.
I love when Andrew's like, don't go talk to her, talk to us. And the more they keep calling him out, he has nothing to say.
I'm not gonna be the one to say it, man. The person has to come talk to me.
Who said
Person has to come talk to me.
You could be somebody that's there for quote unquote the right reasons, but when there's somebody that is just a liar there and you're a person of integrity, it's hard to not jump in and just say something. Personally, I really don't understand people like this that do things like this. Did you go on the show just for this? Because if so, you're just gonna be making yourself look bad to more people. So I'm really curious to see what the public reaction to Carl is. I don't see how you could ever take his side. I don't see how this is good for business, so I don't understand. If you're a smart, calculated dude, why would you go and do something like this? He's obviously just not very smart.
So it means a lot that you came out to check on me. I can't be confident in everyone else in that room.
Okay, so Greg, good on you. If you got feelings for Katie, that's good you go and check on your girl. Here's my thing. I don't know what he said in this room. They didn't show everything, but as a guy, I really hope that he had the other guys' backs and said, hey, yo, this dude's a liar. Everybody in there is not shady. There are people in there you can trust. Don't believe the hype, right? I hope that he actually took a moment to stand up and say something and didn't just recognize, oh, at least I look good. Because Katie right now thinks you're the only one that she can trust and there's other guys in there she can. So I would hope you would have the character to at least say something, but we'll see.
So if you want to come at me, come at me.
I cannot stand Carl, okay? Him throwing those punches. Look, I'm a gentle guy, you know, I'm a sweetheart of a guy sometimes, occasionally, and that just puts me on edge. I don't know. Comment below if that makes you feel slightly aggressive. Aggressiveness is unnecessary, guys. We don't need to be doing any violence, okay? We don't need to fight, but sometimes you just wanna, you know?
This isn't something that we want to do right now.
Okay, so I like this. Of course, it had to be Mike, right? It had to be the virgin that kind of has different set of moral standards to be the one to go and say this to her.
What Carl said wasn't the truth.
Do you all feel the same way?
And it's cool, though, that all the guys come together for the cause of just telling the truth, straight up.
I don't know what I should do because originally I planned to keep Carl tonight.
Why does Katie even want to give this guy a chance? Like, we can all see that the smile is fake, the way he talks is fake, like it's all just fake, fake, fake. So why, I don't know, it makes me question how she could actually buy anything that this dude is trying to say to her. I don't know.
I just don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I think the great thing about this is that it's your decision.
Is it just me or did they give her zero advice at all? The main advice was basically like, yeah, well, at least you're the one that gets to make the decision. That's not advice to me, personally. And thank you, Jesus, he's gone. Okay. Nothing better I love more than sitting in a hot tub in the middle of the afternoon with a bunch of dudes. That's my dream right there. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Katie, how you doing? Why don't you guys take a seat in the circle?
All right, so I'm gonna be real. I didn't even see Nick Viall's season as The Bachelor. I wasn't a part of this whole Bachelor Nation, Bachelor fam at that point, but I've seen his podcast a few times. Shoutout puts it on, and I'm really a fan of the dude. I think he's funny, he's smart. So I'm kind of excited to see him on here.
I'm here to hold you guys accountable.
Ooh, okay.
Today's about being truthful and sharing with Katie the things that maybe we're not so proud of.
That would be hard that early in a relationship to have to share something that you really are not proud of. I think though, as you get older, as you mature in your manhood, your womanhood, just in growing up as whoever you're going to be as a person, and you kind of own your mess a little bit more, and you've healed from it, it gets easier to share those things. I know that for Sharielle and I, you know, by the time we got together, we were so ready to just be real with somebody and have somebody be real with us. So there's nothing really better that can grow a bond when you both share things you're not proud of and you share them and you don't feel judgment on the other side. This is actually one of the coolest exercises I think I've seen on this show. So kudos, Bachelorette.
I never imagined a divorce.
Dang, Hunter went in. You know, it's not funny because what Hunter shared is obviously painful for him, and it's something that took a lot of guts for him to even talk about it. But part of me was thinking also, like, bro, you could have just like told about a girl that you ghosted too. You went for the hardest thing that you could share to the world. Props to you, Hunter. Like, you went all in. And, you know, based off of everything you said, to be honest, man, I feel like that's the fear and the struggle for a lot of guys. And I feel like people these days in general, success is always such a thing that's being pushed constantly and striving to be, you know, have money and have all these different things. And, you know, it's a fear that I know I've talked to Sharielle about it, about not wanting to get lost in trying to accomplish something and trying to get somewhere and then missing what's right in front of me. So I love that Hunter shares this though, because it's so real. And I think there's a lot of people out there that are struggling with a similar thing, but you could see the pain that he has. He felt like he had his woman, his person, and he feels like he blew it. That's not an easy thing to deal with. And to be honest, the sensitivity that he's showing with it, I don't think he's fully over it, and he's probably not ready to fully be in a relationship with Katie. But still, props to Hunter for sharing.
I wasn't the man I wanted to be.
Aaron shared, I feel like, the thing that, can we be real, male, female, straight, queer, LGBT, it doesn't really matter. I think a lot of us have probably done something like this where we've led somebody on, not even realizing that we're doing it, or we realize it, but we kind of justify it to ourselves. I personally have. I'm not proud of it. But I feel like that's a thing that, especially these days, which is one of the reasons with Tinder and all this other thing, I'm gonna go off on a tangent. We don't need to get into all that, but like, it gets easy to take people for granted sometimes these days with how often and how easy it can be to make a quick connection with somebody. So, this exercise, bringing it out of me, y'all, okay? This is my kind of thing. Let's get deep, let's get raw, let's get real, let's get into it.
I had to make a decision for love or for my career, for my future. Sometimes you wonder, like, did I make the right decision?
David, I'm gonna be real about it. I think you're really cool. I feel like this is the first time I've heard you talk in every episode. I'm glad to see you. I feel like you won't be here after this episode probably, but like, I'm glad I got to hear you talk. You seem like a cool dude, and your story, to be honest, man, like, you chose work over love. Yeah, I'd probably have some regrets for that too, man.
Because I didn't know who you were. And worst case scenario, I'd give it a shot. And yeah, you could build a great platform from it.
Okay, first and foremost, I appreciate Thomas's honesty for claiming or owning up to the fact that he was there to be the Bachelor at first. That's good. Now, the shift is kind of where I have a problem, because if it's real, right? If he really did grow these feelings for Katie, that's totally dope. And that's something that can happen, right? Like, I can believe that. But it's the way he's telling it that feels like he's trying really, really hard.
I sit here and I look at you and I smile.
Like I said last week, I don't know how I feel about him. I think he's kind of fake. I think he's trying to say the exact right thing, like he's got his own script in his head, right? This thing feels it feels forced.
The reason why I'm smiling, I get excited about that.
Like, how is he possibly grinning like a freaking clown from a Stephen King novel?
Like, Aaron, the bullshit meter just went up. I can't be mad at him. I think he should kind of chill out a little bit and not worry about somebody else's problems. But he's not wrong. The thing is weird and it felt weird. I don't know. Comment below what y'all think about Thomas here.
And then I went to a party and I got more drunk and I got high and I ended up cheating on her.
Man, like all the stories that these guys are sharing, there's these little faults and these flaws and these little strings and threads that you can find within your own life, right? Where if you would have pulled the thread a little bit too much, it could have unraveled just like that. And you can see that that's kind of the way it went for some of these guys in their stories. And this show is about so much of the drama, the edits are creating this kind of soap opera type vibe. These moments right now, these are learning lessons, honestly. I normally would not say there's a lot to learn on The Bachelor, Bachelorette. These are great moments, I think, as people who have failed are sharing their failures and what they've learned and how they're trying to grow from it. Props.
I was involved in a situation where there wasn't consent.
I'm really, really proud of Katie for, you know, when you bring a bunch of guys or anybody to, you know, and ask them to share their vulnerable feelings and their mistakes or things that they have had happen that are painful, and to not share in that same moment, I feel like would be kind of in poor taste. So the fact that she took the time to share something of her own, I thought was really, really cool. Really mature, and you know, to share what she's sharing with a room full of guys, it's I think it's the ugly stain on what it means to be a man these days, of this ugly truth about the way that men are and the way that we've behaved and treated women and acted towards women, and she's putting it, you know, on full display in front of this group of guys and the world right now. And you know, it's terrible and horrible what happened to her, and I hate it because I've known too many women who have dealt with similar circumstances, and the fact that we haven't created a space where women even feel safe enough to talk about it. But here's the part, it's not even that they feel safe enough to tell someone else. They don't even feel safe enough to tell themselves what really happened. So they start to tell themselves, no, that couldn't happen, that couldn't happen. So what does she do? She tries to go and make a relationship with the guy because she thinks that maybe she can rewrite the story when she shouldn't have to rewrite the story. That's the whole point here, guys. Like, we could go off on this for years and go into the issues and the different layers and all the different things. But the biggest takeaway for me is that women are not protected, and we need to do a better job of it as men. It's on us, period.
And 7 months after delivering our child, she was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Michael's story, oh my gosh.
And about 2 years ago, Laura passed away.
Damn, man. I genuinely cannot imagine. I can't imagine being Michael. I don't even know. I don't know how he's there right now. I feel like I wouldn't be able to talk to another woman for at least 10 years. I don't even know how he's doing this right now. So that's going to be an interesting conversation that he has. But, you know, everybody's got their own timing. I'm like, are you ready to date? I don't know how you do that. How do you do that? He's a good guy. I like him. I'm rooting for him just in life in general. But man, that's one of the most devastating things I think I could ever imagine.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm happy I kind of got that off my chest today.
So in the trailer, Nick Viall is there talking to Katie like, you got to trust me on this one or something like that, right?
You're gonna have to trust me.
Did you guys remember seeing that? They didn't have that in here. I didn't see that scene in here. So why did they cut that? I think Nick was telling Katie, yo, your boy Thomas is shady. Trust me on this. You got to believe me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. The kisses are just gross. Can I be honest? They're so awkward. And for a dude that sounded like he had this kind of playa vibe of being a musician and doing that, is that how you kissed every girl that you kissed? And that worked for you? Did it? Like, did it really?
You know, I want to keep learning more and more about you, so.
That means a lot to me.
I like Justin. I think he's a good dude. I'm curious to see what the vibe is with him and Katie. I can't really tell. Is there something more there? I feel like there's an attraction. I feel like that's there. But besides that, I can't really tell what else is going on. The one thing I will say about him, though, is that he talks about Katie and the situation like he's actually trying to connect. So that right there, I feel like he's in it.
I believe when two people come together in circumstances that would never possibly ever be obtainable and have a connection like that, it's for a reason.
She gave him an opportunity to say something, and he just continued to regurgitate the nice sounding thing while not actually saying anything. Ladies, if you ask a guy a question and he answers it like Thomas does, get out. There needs to be a legit, straightforward answer to a legit, straightforward question.
I will say it feels like you're dodging a question, which is...
Answer, sorry. Sorry.
Call him out, Katie. He is dodging the question. He's definitely dodging the question.
Having such a major shift to suddenly realizing you're here for love.
I believe in the possibility of it, for the record. I believe that you could go in there with one intention and then your intentions can change as you move through it. I believe it, but it didn't seem sincere from him, which is why these guys are all doubting it right now.
Biggest wake-up call in my life.
This dude.
So brother, I was seeing if there was something I could share with Katie momentarily.
Okay, so if I'm Aaron right now, I'm gonna be real with you. I would be the exact same way. He's actually being a little more chill, I think, than I would be, but he has to kind of watch himself around Katie. But yo,
I haven't felt this way in as long as I can remember.
he just tries to like stare her in the eyes and like hypnotize her. I'm not gonna lie, Thomas, you're a handsome dude. Cool. What else, homie? I don't know. I don't like it.
You're saying your time is worth more than mine?
Yes, I will say yes. Well,
He legit said his time with Katie is more important. Okay. Now here's the deal. Once again, if you're there and you're on a mission for your girl, he's not wrong, right? To him, he should only be caring about his time. This is the hard part because the guys, though, that the people on these shows that are actually there for the right reasons and are actually there to fall in love with the person and have a real connection, they don't usually do things like this. Have you noticed that the only people that go in there and say they don't care what the other guys think and I'm only here for me and for Katie and our relationship, those people usually don't end up making it because they're full of it. Because you can actually, pursue somebody the right way and not be disrespectful to other people at the same time. It's possible. Yeah.
I think you're full of
Ooh, I thought Aaron might get up and do something. I'm not even gonna lie. Aaron does not like him. And I think here's the deal with Aaron. I love Aaron. I think he's going in a little too hard and he's actually, created a space where he's kind of in the business and the drama too much. But this goes back to what I was talking about earlier, though. When you're around somebody that you can sense is just lying to you and just lying to everybody, it just kind of eats away at you sometimes. I genuinely think if I was in this situation, I would probably just be like, bro, you're full of it. I'm out. And I would walk away because I don't even have time to waste talking to anybody like that. So Aaron, when you grow up a little bit more, I'm a little older than you, like leave it to him, man. Let him go do his thing. That ain't your problem to solve, bro. You don't need to be the one fixing everything. But I feel you.
My life's better because of you, like right now.
Can we just be real? Michael got more rugged and handsome throughout the episode. Can we just say that clearly? You and I can admit that to each other, right? I like the way that he talks to her, though. He talks to her like a grown-ass man that knows what he wants and is just being as direct and honest, but he still has this shyness there too and this vulnerability. Really, really like him.
It brought up a lot of very painful memories, and for me, I was really struggling. And Tom's interrupted me after probably 2-3 minutes.
We don't want this kind of person in the house.
So here we go again. The entire group of guys now, every other guy in the house is together on this. Andrew said it. We don't want this kind of person in the house.
If you have this, I don't give a attitude, I think that's gonna backfire on you.
Here's the thing I like about what Hunter did too. I like that Hunter took the time to be like, hey man, I'm gonna talk to you one-on-one. I'm gonna give you a shot because you and I kind of vibed. I wanna tell you this is what's going down. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Hunter gave him the benefit of the doubt. And you gotta respect that.
In January 2019, she passed away.
I love the way that he shared his story with her. Ooh, pardon me guys, I had a burp, okay? I'm just curious to see how the rest of the date goes because to me, not that obviously she's gonna be accepting and welcoming and loving when someone shares something like that, But is that the kind of guy that she could actually see a future with? So I'm curious to see how the rest of this goes.
The love that him and I can create can be so unique.
Damn. Okay. Okay, Michael. Michael A. I didn't see it go down that way. For real. Wow. I think that everything that's been happening to Katie with the date, you know, about her dad and her tapping into those emotions, being in the bubble, having these guys that she can and cannot trust and it being a little traumatic for her, having a guy that she just genuinely can tell is a good, honest, intentional guy that has a good heart. I think she's fallen in love with this more than anything. I think that really, really touched her heart. She needed to feel something good like that. And I think that Michael A. is that guy to bring that to her. I just don't know if he's ready to be with Katie. And I don't think Katie's ready to be with him, you know? Regardless, it's a really beautiful thing to see the connection that they've made and to see that turn into something lovely. And I don't know, but now I'm in the fields, kind of like Katie and Michael, but I don't know if I could see it going there, you know, where you see two people like, I'm happy for you. I just don't know if I can believe that can work out, you know?
So I talked to a lot of you guys yesterday about the situation with Thomas and, you know, everything that went on at the group date.
So now Hunter's the one going in, because Hunter's the one that gave him the benefit of the doubt. Hunter's the one that gave him an opportunity to be like, yo, the guys aren't trusting you. Come prove them wrong. I'm giving you the biggest opportunity to prove these guys wrong, right? Prove yourself right. Show us who you are. Show your true colors. And what does he do?
Because you've been so good at the manipulation, I got to give you credit, man. You've really done a good job. People don't trick me. Like, it doesn't happen in my life. And you got me multiple times, bro.
I love Trey right here, too, being like, yo, you fooled me. Like, you're good. You're real good because you fooled me twice. I don't get fooled easy. That's that kind of a dude. If that many guys, and these guys, none of them are perfect, but as a whole, you get the sense that these are all pretty decent guys, right? You get that sense. If all of them are calling you shady, they believe that you will stab them in the back. And that's it, guys. This week's episode was obviously about just a bunch of drama. We got rid of Carl, thank God, but it bookended with drama, right? Carl at the beginning, Thomas at the end. We're leading into a whole nother episode, and it looks like we get Blake coming. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm pretty sure Blake, he went on Claire's season for Claire, hung around on Tayshia's season because, you know, Tayshia gave it a shot, and then now he's showing up to be on Katie's season. I'm sorry, Tayshia. Blake did not call you to say, hey, I know you're doing this season, and I just have to be there for Katie. He did not. The producers hit him up and were like, yo, we want to bring you on. Do the thing. Cool. So this is going to be fun. We're about to get into like the meat of the season, which is the most fun part. Let's keep doing this thing. I'll be back next week. Like, comment, subscribe, notifications. Let me know what you guys think about it. Looking forward to week 4, The Bachelorette. Peace.